Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Big T's Garage. Starting this video here, just kind of wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of the shop area where we have our fun outside of working on projects, fabbing stuff. Just getting dirty and making a mess and a lot of noise. But we love to race slot cars, and this is Mahoney's Speedway. This track was built by my good friend Dick. It's a 5-lane track, 12 by 6, I believe. I have not actually measured it, but it is a fun track. Simulated dirt by the color. You just lay down that paint. You can see the turns actually get the grooves in them from the tires. You start laying down the rubber, as we call it. Going on the infield, of course, you got to be safe when you have a racetrack. So we got our fire truck and definitely got our taco truck right there. I got our driver stand. Unfortunately, Old Glory is laying down there. We got to get that glued back up. I apologize to my veteran friends. Lay that there. There's your the old jalopies right here. These are not slot cars. They can be turned into slot cars. Pretty neat little cars there. That's how they were back in the day. Moving along down through the infield here, this is just a small selection of the cars. These are our two what we call street stock cars. These run the Colgate toothbrush motors. They run a silicone tire on the back here that's widely available. That is our rules here. We run silicones on this track. Of course, gearing. We got gearing rules on this class. The street stocks, like I said. Moving along here to the late models. This is my son and my personal late model right here, Kyle Larson. Again, running silicone tires. We do have a gearing rule, weight rules in these classes. All you military people, right there. God bless you. God bless America. Got the old guy sitting on the tire there with the track tires, the old worn out stuff, and the little pickup. These are some of our, they're called vintage late models that we run. These are actually a 25th scale, where the cars that I've showed you up until now are 32nd scale. These use your normal plastic model car bodies on a chassis, which I'll show you a little further along here in this video. This is a spec class. They come, you got to run them as they come. They have adjustable wheelbase. They're H&R CH09 is the car that we run. They come with silicone rear tires, foam front tires, 26,000 K motor, I believe it is. You got to keep the stock gearing, stock spacers, tires, wheels, everything, even down to the lead wires, and put a model car body on them of your choice. This particular one, obviously, you can tell is a Pinto. That is a Nova that I'm working on. I love that body style. Back when I raced, I always wanted to run one of those. Never did. So that's just some of the classes that we run. And before I turn around here, you're going to realize that I have got a bad addiction with my hobbies. But it's a good addiction because you spend time with your family. Here's our tire cleaning station right here. We just have a normal power supply. Set the car on this powered track right here. Do a little spin right there and some Windex on that Scotch-Brite pad. Cleans your tires. Keeps everybody on the same playing field. Moving along here. Again, this is the start of the sickness. We got drag chassis right here that I build. We do dabble a little bit with the drag racing stuff. Haven't been over to the new track yet. Oops, dropped one of our little awards there. Okay, moving along there, I got bodies, tires, little projects I'm working on, little Myers Max drag car, rail. But here's the good stuff right here. We love our oval track cars. This particular one is my son's. They do look kind of generic. I don't spend a lot of time on the bodies, I'm getting better. This is I think it's an RGO chassis, but I cannot remember. Anyhow, this is a car that we set up for a different track. We're using this car right now. We haven't been over that track for a little while. It's called Pocket Change. I'll give them a little plug there. We haven't been over there in a little while, but I'm just using these cars to break some tires in for us. The silicone tires, you do have to run them in a little bit because they never turn out perfectly round. Kind of the graveyard there, just chassis and parts and tires and wheels. Actually, those are cars that I've got torn apart to build other cars with. Moving along there's my sloppy bench right there. I'm getting ready to actually silicone some more tires. And when I talk silicone, we get over to the sprint cars. I'll show you those, but we actually run stagger in our sprint cars. You can tell by looking at these tires right there that one is bigger than the other. The reason for that is just scale aesthetics. The cars do work okay with them. You can see all the foam rubber dust on my tire truer here. That's from making those tires. What we do is I machine both tires at once to give them the proper angle. That way they lay flat on the track. When I am done, these are some tires that I made right here. I'll just show them to you. Coat them in silicone, and they turn out, these are match sets, but they turn out wonderful. That's you can see how small they are in my big old fingers. But these are a 1 inch tall tire, a little bit over an inch. They work wonderful. We just had our first race on silicones all across the board. We used to run on just bare foam. We switched over to silicone tires to get everybody on the same page. And it was a great turnout. We had 12 different guys, and I think we had like, and ladies, I take that back. Sorry, Luann. But we also had like 36 cars in the house. So we run 3 classes on Wednesdays. That's every Wednesday we run a Wednesday Night Thunder series. So, you know, that's we're starting our 6 race series right here at Mahoney Speedway that I just showed you this week. This coming Wednesday we'll be starting that. We will be running a 6 race point series for cash and prizes and just good times, you know, spent with like-minded people that like to play with toys like myself. So anyhow, we're going to be videoing those races as well and posting them right here on Big T's Garage page. That way you guys can enjoy the racing, see how much fun this hobby really is. Get your kids involved, you know. I mean, it's a good time, and it's relatively cheap if you don't do it on the scale that I've done it. I'm kind of ridiculous with stuff, so, you know, but I love to keep the hobby alive. So moving along here, though, there's some of the chassis I was telling you about. These are actually these 3 are here, a different chassis from the same company, just wider tires. But this is the CH09 chassis from H&R Racing. You can give them a little plug right there. They make a great car. It comes as pictured. I think they run about 45 or 50 bucks. You can adjust your wheelbase right here. You can adjust your wheelbase right there to fit any model car body that you want to run. We run the hard bodies. I do have a good selection of parts in stock here. Of course, when you have, there's more cars right there in the package. When you have this kind of an addiction and this many cars, well, by golly, you gotta have some cars. So I do take Carrera cars. I take those apart, strip the bodies, paint them, decal them. Here's some getting ready to get some decals right there. They're painted, and you know, we just like to have fun. You know, we're only here so long, you know, so have fun. Moving along, there's my model car selection for slot car bodies. It's kind of extensive, not as many as some, but you know, I'm not trying to compete with that. Yeah, so oh look, found some more. It's ridiculous. I can't quit buying this stuff. It's like, you know, I get what people that are addicted to bad things feel. I really do, because I just, you know, you see a toy and it's like, I'm going to be 50 in a month. And it's like, I'm reliving my childhood daily. It's ridiculous. These are some midget kits right here. These make a really fine looking car. I'll have to actually, let me jump over real quick here. I'm going to show you. That's one of the midget kits right there. Are those cool or what? I mean, that is bringing back the old days. You know, so moving along, these are more cars right here. I'm actually siliconing the tires for these cars right now. So just kind of leaving them lay on the track. And, oh, by the way, I guess I should introduce this deal. This is a track that we built where I work, actually. CNC routed it. Nice track. This track is 16 by 5. It's called USA Speedway. A good buddy of mine, Shane, actually named that. I used to call it Swayback Speedway because it looks like an old swayback horse, with the bank in it. But, again, you can see all the cars. It's just crazy. There's a super modified and a vintage late model Camaro that I'm working on right there. Of course, you got to have your tractor and your disc there to tear up the track after a night's racing, more vintage late model stuff right there. There's the Jenner Lee Chevrolet wagon. We love these scale electrics cars. These are fun, out of the box cars. Those are a good time. Of course, more vintage late models here. Late model bodies you can buy from different suppliers right there. Moving on down, we've got more cars. I have more in boxes. It's ridiculous. As if every good track should have an ambulance. We got the police wrecker. Got to have the taco truck. Street tacos, they're the bomb. Here's some more race cars right here. Just picked this one up the other night. This from my buddy Shane. He builds these cars. Ended up letting him borrow it. He ran his first race on silicones with us. Had a great time. In fact, he ran it so hard he ran the tires off it. It looks like. I'm not really sure. Just kidding, Shane. Hey, so yeah, these are our vintage coupes. These are a fun class to partake in. This right here. This car is the car that started it all. Right there, got me back into the hobby. My son Mitchell races this car now, and this one. When this one's not wanting to participate, not doing well, we switch to this one. This is my old beast right here. You can see with Dad, I guess the carpenter always lives in the house that needs work, so I just use a Sharpie to put my numbers on. But this right here is one of our sprint cars. This is actually my son's, Mitchell's. He won his first feature race the other night, Wednesday at Hawkeye Raceway, a buddy of mine, David's place, on the silicones. You can see I'll set this car up here and kind of give you a little walk around here, I guess. This is I believe that Shane built this car. It's a Dirty Slots car. 1/32 scale sprint car. You can see the lead wires. Full tube chassis. It's actually on a flat pan, available from a company called Sprints Plus. Got the little body, little driver, just a neat little car. Removable Nerf bars. There's our silicone tires that we run. This has got about probably close to 300 laps on that tire, and it still is not even broken in all the way. There's still some areas you can see where it's not completely smooth, and it definitely got a little peach fuzz there on the tire. Neat hobby. I'm telling you, get your kids involved. It's so much fun. Here's my car right there. I ran third the other night to my son. Again, got about the same amount of laps. You can see the stagger that we run. That's a good picture, actually. I'm glad I picked this car up. That's how we run our stagger. The tires are actually trued at an angle, so that way you get the car, it'll set flat and you got that good contact patch. And then you just got to wait for the tires to break in. Just like life, tires aren't even perfect. But, this is what we do. We love to have fun doing this stuff in the winter. I dig it. I'm getting ready. Actually, I've got the stuff to build a third track. We're going to build a little small oval, probably like a 5x10 maybe or something like that. Something that's actually portable to where I can take it to car shows and what have you during the summer. And I, obviously got plenty of cars. That's to get the people involved. This track is for sale, by the way, too. USA Speedway, Bluegrass, Iowa. Check this out. This one's going to blow your mind. So you can see the weathering that I've done to the track here. It makes it look like it's been ran. There's your heavy moisture up here along the wall. But check this out. This is probably the only slot car track in the country to have a true scale cushion, just like the dirt tracks have, where the dirt gets all pushed up to the wall and the racing goes all the way around, And this cushion, actually, it is very functional. It will keep the guys, the slot cars, they slot car racers, myself included, you know, you get up in the top lane, sometimes you just like to hammer down and let the tail slap the wall around the corner and stay full bore. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not, you know. That dude in NASCAR found out that was the fast way around Martinsville this year. Sometimes it's fast here, sometimes it's not. But I'm telling you, on this track, you catch that cushion wrong and you're going for a ride. So it definitely keeps that down to a minimum. Walking back over to the Mahoney's track here. This track is going to get braided as well. And it's also going to get the cushion. I want to do that just to keep the, you know, you got to keep the racing fair. Yeah, going to put up a new wall as well and a new control station like the USA Speedway has. But yeah, you know, hopefully I didn't babble too long here and bore you guys to death, but I'm telling you, keep an eye out for more videos from us. We are going to be doing our series. I'm going to be videoing every one of those races as well. Those videos will be, I'm going to try my best to edit them. I'm not the best. Everybody's probably figured that out by now, but I just like to share what we do. It's a good time. It's great for families to be involved in. Sorry about the mess. I've kind of overloaded here, but you know, it's just do stuff with your kids, man, or just be a kid. I'm 50 almost, and I'm probably one of the biggest kids you'll ever meet. You know, but if you guys got any questions or anything, you know, shoot them to me here on the page. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Man, I would love to have more subscribers, and hopefully you guys have fun here. And sorry if I babbled a little too longer, but we're gonna let you guys go. And thanks for stopping in. Got any questions? Like I said, shoot them my way. I love the comments, the questions, and always remember, do more with less here at Big T's Garage. And God bless you all. Thank you.